finna fire it up and see what happened. Alright guys, y'all hear that? Yes. Now on top of that, it's cold. It haven't been started or ran in a day, so it's cold. So one could say there's a cold start tick. All right. So because I have a lot of repair videos out on this, we'll talk a little bit, guys, because I want you to understand. Cold start ticks are different than say broken rocker arm ticks. Am I saying that right? Okay, because with a broken rocker arm, you're likely gonna tick the duration of the drive cycle. Okay, now, but also I want you to keep in mind, see, this one's still ticking, it's not going away. Okay, so that is not what we call a cold start tick. I mean, it's going down because the RPM is going down. All right, so, but it's still there. In fact, if I had a throttle, you'd probably be able to hear it, but I don't have a throttle. So I want you guys to be mindful of different types of ticks this engine can give off and really confuse you guys. Okay, a cold start tick. First of all, a tick being as a result of not being driven in, let's say, a month or two. If you go to your car and it haven't been driven in a month, then yeah, you should expect some form of ticking. What that means is all the oil has drained out of the valve train, basically out of the top part of the engine, and has finally made its way back to the oil pan. That is normal, guys. Do not go to your car after 3 or 4 days of not driving and you hear a tick and then panic. That is no reason to panic. All right? I mean, that's just normal. The oil has to work its way back up. Now, it shouldn't take a long time. I will say that. With the event of these high pressure oil pumps, that oil should be pushing back up to the valve train fairly quickly. Okay, so tick shouldn't last no more than 3 to 4 seconds on an engine that hasn't been started in 3 or 4 days, let me put it like that. Now, that type tick is totally different. Okay, now I'm gonna take an ad break right quick. When I get back, we're gonna talk about another type tick. All right, stay tuned. I'll go to where I will be right back. All right, now I think I've done a video like this, man. I keep getting all these questions about the 3.6 tick, so obviously people want to hear about it. Now, a cold start tick that go away after 3 to 5 seconds, and it's not one of those that has been sitting for 3 or 4 days. That is a different type tick. Okay, that could lead to, and especially if you have fault code, so you got to be mindful of the fault code. You really need some form of fault code. Now, a lot of people tell you valve train failure will not set off a fault code. That's true and semi not true. Okay, it depends on if it interrupts timing, if it interrupts misfire counters, if it interrupt a broken rocker arm can easily cause a misfire, which will in turn cause a check engine light. Okay, a broken cam phaser could cause your timing to be off, and you may get fault codes such as out of balance, engine out of balance, or engine timing, or cam sensor fault codes. You could get fault codes like that. Okay, so yes, valve train problem can result in check engine lights. Now, whether you're patient enough to wait on the check engine light is a different story. I tried to convince one lady up there and she wasn't having it. She wanted her car. She had a warranty, so I can understand why she was complaining, but she wanted it figured out now and fixed now. All right, so, but my guys, cold start ticking or rattling noise and then it goes away. Not this, because you can still hear this still ticking. And it's been running a good 5 minutes, I know. But cold start tick and then it goes away. And let's say you have a P0340 or any kind of timing code. You can assume a cam phaser is coming apart. Man, I know there's no change interval for cam phasers, but guys, if you got over 100,000 miles, and on top of that, those cam phasers are not that expensive, I highly suggest you get new cam phasers, especially if you're in there doing your valve train or rock arms or anything like that anyway. They're not that expensive. Go ahead and do them because they will save you headaches in the long run. Okay, but because there's 4, you got 2 on intake cams and 2 on exhaust cam. If you want to replace one that you think is bad, you really need to go off of the cam sensor code that was set. For example, P0340. Okay, that's the Bank 1 exhaust cam sensor. It's that cam sensor detecting problem in the exhaust camshaft. Okay, that camshaft is bolted to a cam phaser up here. All right, if that cam phaser getting weak and not doing its job, it could result in a P0340. All right, keep that in mind, guys. And so that's one way to differentiate between which cam phaser is bad. You might not want to do them all. You might want to do just the one that's coming apart. I've had cam phasers that just break. When I take them off, they just come apart. Yes, they have a lifespan to them just like any other part on the car. It's just that there's no change interval in the book as far as when you should change it. Okay, guys, so like I said, I'm gonna talk through this video. I have a lot of repair videos, and throughout this video I will be carding them up top to where you can go to them, check them out if you're in the middle of repairing your valve train. Okay, now there's one I keep getting criticized about. I might not have out there that I will get out there, and that's replacement of the cam phasers. I think I got a couple of videos out there titled camshaft phaser, but I didn't go through the steps properly. Okay, in order for you do-it-yourselfers to do it yourself. And guys, if you do not understand the timing, I highly recommend you don't do it yourself. Okay, real quick, let me go to another break, man. When I get back, we're gonna talk about, first of all, if these engines are do-it-yourself jobs. Okay, if valve train is do-it-yourself job. All right, hang tight, man. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for staying with me. Now, as I was saying, we was talking about the cam phasers. Okay, now I want to say this because I don't want you to get stuck. I mean, I know everybody's macho and I can do this, I can do that. If I can change my oil, I can do anything. If I can take the transmission out, I can do anything. The timing on these are a little difficult, guys. Okay, I highly recommend that you not try to do this yourself unless you have an understanding how the timing is set up and you can get yourself out of a jam. Last thing you want is to be at home in your garage doing your 3/6 cam phasers and your timing jump and you can't get it back in time. What that will require is you to take the whole cover off. Okay, sure, you can bring number 1 up and you can do it the old traditional way, but if you didn't mark anything on the chain before you jumped or whatever, because it's under a little tension, you're gonna be in trouble. Okay, so if you're gonna try to do it yourself, mark everything. Mark everything. And like I say, I got some footage I'm gonna go through. I know I did the cam phaser replacement properly. Okay, I'm gonna pull that footage up and put that video out. I keep getting criticized because I do. One guy said I'm still waiting on that cam phaser replacement video. It's coming, buddy. I apologize. It is on the way. So guys, what I decided to do on this particular video is just chit chat. All right, so as you can see, or as you can hear, this engine is ticking. I highly suspect it's in bank 1, rear cylinder head. I done got to the point where I can tell if it's bank 2 or bank 1. Now, a lot of people criticize me for going after only the broken rocker arm. At the dealership, we are required, if it's under warranty, we are required to replace the only rocker arms in question. Okay, so I just can't go in and just replace them all under warranty. That's if you have a warranty. I don't know if it's under warranty now. I'm just gonna write up the estimate. Also, I get criticized a lot by not mentioning the lash adjusters enough. Again, guys, what I say to that is, yes, a lash adjuster can cause you to tick or make rattling noise. Yes, it can. But from what 90% of the repairs I've done, it's always been the rocker arm. Now, sure, I test them before I verify, see if they spongy and breaking down before I reinstall them. So yes, I do go through the procedure of visually and physically testing them, I guess you can call it. It's not really a test, but you can feel if they are collapsed or not. And I will replace them if I find. In fact, whichever broken rocker arm I find, we'll get a lash adjuster or lifter anyway. So if I find one broken rocker arm on cylinder 2. Okay, whichever rock on I find, that's getting a lash adjuster. All right, but I will not replace all lash adjusters just because I'm doing all rock on. All right, guys, that's all I have, man. I haven't spoke on this 3.6 in a while. Every time I load up a live stream, I get asked 3.6 questions. I don't mind. Bring on the question. All I ask is that you subscribe to the channel. I have no problem answering anybody's question, especially if I know the answer. In fact, in some cases, I go look up the answers. Okay, but all I ask is that you like the video, give the video a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. Thanks for watching. Comment and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.